today is going to be a beautiful DIY project, and it's going to be a glass table. So the table I have in front of me I bought from Walmart probably about 3.5 years ago. It was brown, and I spray painted metallic, and I was going to leave it just that way, metallic chrome. But I said, you know what, let's jazz it up a little bit. So I decided to go ahead and sand down the actual top of the table, and I went ahead and sprayed around the legs because I want to keep the legs a chrome. I did go ahead and pull the drawer out and get rid of the knob. Currently I sanded the front of it because I want to also give that same rough finish so that the mirrors can adhere to the front of it. And I went ahead and sprayed inside of the drawer and around the back of the drawer. Okay, so I have laid them out, and as you can see, to the very end there's about 1 inch left off of the very end. So the table, of course, is 28 inches, and the glasses themselves are about 27 inches because they're 3-inch glass pieces. So I'm just going to move those inward, and I'm going to have a 1/2 inch on each side for a border that I'm going to attach on after. Now I do want to let you guys know that if you were to get this particular glass, they do come with felt in the back of them. Now that felt, I recommend taking it off because it will give you additional height that you don't want. I'm going to, instead of using E6000 and hot glue, I'm going to actually use this new Quick Hold by E6000. So as I was putting on the tiles, I noticed that on one side I had the tiles too close to an edge, and on this side I didn't. So I had to pop off the little borders, which is fine because the actual tile had already started to hold, and there's no reason to mess up the entire table just for such a small piece of glass. I need an additional coat of spray paint on the legs, and there's still some areas that have to quickly spray that area there, and it looks good so far. Now you can put a polyurethane on it or water-based poly on it if you wanted to do so, just to make sure that it has a tougher surface. All right guys, so for this particular part of the project, I did take these mirrors and I actually took the felt off the back of them. And the reason why I'm doing that is because they need to actually sit down flat. That is like a must. I don't have any clamps for them. They cannot stand up on by their own on the back of the drawer. So it's important that these come off. And I just have like one of these little scrapers that I got from the Home Depot, and you can just scrape this off. This itself costs about maybe $2. It comes with extra blade. Now I will be using E6000 again. And this time, this is going to be the thicker grade of the E6000 I'm going to use. And I'm going to use my hot glue gun. And I needed to do a quick grab on it, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on, measure it out good enough. I need about 5 of them, I believe, but they will not be flush with the front of the drawer. They will hang off slightly. So let's go ahead and get that. Make sure that when you start to put those mirrors on that you have it at a pretty decent sizing, because once you put it on with the hot glue, it is going to adhere almost immediately. 6000 and hot glue. Just put it on and firmly press it down. So the table has dried overnight, and this is how it looks right now. Beautiful, amazing. The front of the drawers is completed. And so what I did with that was I just temporarily put it in place. I want to see how the front would look and see if I could put any additional mirrors in between these gaps here, which it does not allow me. So one side is 3 inches and then the other side probably is like 2 7/8. So because I don't want to cut any glass, I'm just going to use this foam that I have to fill in those sides. It's the sparkle foam board that I got from Walmart for about 78 cents. I'm gonna put the last piece in between the drawer here, in between the mirrors. So I did start using this big saw that I got from a Dollar Tree, and it's actually pretty good. So I'm just going to put some of that onto this foam. And I'll use my little pick here just to smooth it in, and then I'm going to drop a little bit of hot glue in here. Alright, so let's take this on over and put it in between the table. So I'm going to just slightly or lightly add this in here. Make sure that it is up. On the other side, I had to kind of push it in a little bit, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do it this way too on this side. Actually, I'm gonna move this over a little bit. Got it stuck. I'm gonna reposition it inward. Beautiful. Now I just have to fill this part in like I did on the other side, and I'll show you how that looks. So here's how the back of the table looks. So the glitter sheets actually measured 24 inches, and the back of this was about 23 7/8. So there's a slight overlap. This is going against the wall, so I'm not going to do anything to it. If you're a perfectionist, then you can go ahead and put a probably about 2 or 3 rows of rhinestone wrap in that area, just to give it, just make it look more cleaner. But like I said, this is going against the wall. It'll probably never be moved, so I'm not going to do anything to it. Okay guys, so I took the same exact foam glitter sheet that I used for the side panels, and I used it for that trim that we needed to cover those little gaps that were on the edge of the table. But the twist is that I wanted to be a little bit more shiny on top. So I actually took the sheet and put some Mod Podge on it and threw some glitter onto it to give it an extra shine. So if you look at it, you can actually tell that it's totally different in shine than the actual glitter for the panel. So I'm going to finish up the other side in the same exact manner, and then we're going to come back to complete the trim towards the decorative edge onto the side of the table to give this table an extra edge. So push that down. I used hot glue and of course E6000. And I'm just gonna push that in to make sure it's flush with the actual edge of the table. To the table. Now you don't have to use glitter. I did this. You can just use like that glitter paper that I had at first, but I wanted to go ahead and do something different. This is time consuming, so like I said, if you wanted to just use the paper, you can do that. Alright guys, this is the results of that table. It is looking really, really good. And I did make a little alteration towards the end. I used some Mod Podge and some glitter to kind of glisten the legs up a little bit. So once it's completely dried, they'll be absolutely beautiful. So if you guys like, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and like, comment, and share as well. And I would love to bring you guys more videos, so let me know.